Prime Minister Najib has a message for government servants. Do not engage in corruption. The PM made it clear this morning that he will not stand for graft in the civil service. Describing the recent arrests by the MACC as a reminder never to take what belongs to the people, he stressed that any leakages in government allocations and programs would only cause the people to lose their confidence in Putrajaya. Just last week, the MACC arrested the Rural and Regional Development Ministry's Sekjen and his sons for alleged graft. They also seized more than 5 million ringgit in cash and gold bars. The case follows last year's Sabah Watergate and the fiasco at the Youth and Sports Ministry, all of which happened against the backdrop of a deepening public trust deficit and a weakening ringgit. The PM, however, has given his assurance that the local currency will be more stable this year, especially with recent measures taken by the central bank. Australia is reportedly joining a multi-country criminal investigation into illicit transactions that allegedly drained billions from 1MDB. According to the Australian, authorities are looking into whether any ill-gotten gains connected to the fiasco have been stashed there. The newspaper reports that federal police are assisting at least one of 3 known authorities, the Swiss, the Americans and the Singaporeans, that are involved in the probe. Citing a police spokeswoman, it says they're now evaluating to see if any of its citizens, residents or companies have breached proceeds of crime laws. She declined to comment further. Ailing EKA Noodles says its board has agreed to an EGM on February 6th, in line with the spirit of good corporate governance. If you recall, EKA's second-largest shareholder, Vibrant Class, Law Chong Kai and Fong Yit Meng requisitioned the meeting. They're seeking to remove all its board members, save MD Chin Sek Huat, and appoint 7 new directors. EKA said today that the 3 parties had failed to comply and will be failing to comply with the Companies Act 1965, the relevant listing requirements, and the Articles of Association of the company in carrying out the notice to shareholders and/or the intended EGM. It also called the notice illegal, invalid, and irregular. The company will issue a notice in accordance with the relevant requirements, but it is seeking legal advice and may also expand the EGM agenda. Sapura Kanchana has bagged almost $300 million or 1.3 billion ringgit in new jobs. The ONG contractor had picked up 5 contracts for engineering, construction and drilling. The first was a 2-year contract awarded to its unit Sapura Kanchana Subsea Services to provide underwater services for Petronas Carigali. The second, also for Petronas Carigali, was given to Sapura Kanchana Geosciences to provide soil investigation services for 1 year. The third was awarded to Sapura Kanchana TL Offshore by Hyundai Heavy Industries, involving offshore installation work on the Baronia B Central Processing Platform off the coast of Miri. Sapura Kanchana TL Offshore was also hired by Repsol Oil and Gas Malaysia to provide transportation and installation of pipeline, substance and topside for the Bunga Pakma development project in the overlapping waters between Malaysia and Vietnam. And finally, Sapura Kanchana Drilling will be providing its tender assist drilling rig SKD Alliance to Brunei Shell Petroleum for 5 years starting April 2018. Pokong says this year may be challenging, but it also expects customers to continue shopping for gold and gem-set jewellery. Chairman Eddie Chun explains that sales still come in higher during festive seasons, proof that demand is still resilient. And the weak ringgit is actually helping. That's because consumers are buying more gold to hedge against the slumping ringgit. According to Pokong's estimates, 15% of its sales revenue comes from its gold investment products, namely gold wafers and gold bars. The jeweller is also looking to focus on entry-level designs priced at 3,000 ringgit and below to boost sales. It will be spending up to 25 million ringgit to open 5 new stores in Malaysia this year.